We're going to look at section 11.2, por and para. So unlike English, Spanish has two words that mean for, both por and para. And these two prepositions are not interchangeable. So we're going to look at the following charts to see the uses of them. This is one of sort of the more arbitrary things to understand in Spanish because the uses of them are quite rigid and not necessarily changeable. It's a bit comparable to ser versus estar, how a sentence might change because you might use one verb or the other. The same thing can happen here. So, for movement, por is used to mean through or by a place. Por ejemplo, la excursión nos llevó por el centro, whereas para is more towards a destination. Mis amigos van para el estadio. My friends are going to the stadium. We also have, for time, the duration of event is always por. ¿No? Ana navegó la red por 2 horas. Or yo fui a México por una semana, por un año. And then, whereas para with time is always an action deadline. Tengo que escribir un ensayo para mañana. O el examen es para el lunes. For action, por is used as a reason or a motive for an action or circumstance. Por ejemplo, llegué a casa tarde por el tráfico. No pude estacionarme por otros carros. Algo así. Whereas para is an indication of for whom something is intended or done. Por ejemplo, estoy preparando una sorpresa para Eduardo. O el regalo es para mí. Tú me das el regalo para mí. So, por is used to indicate, as I said, with movement, motion, or general location. Por ejemplo, pasamos por el parque y por el río. Also, for time, the duration of an action. Estuve en la Patagonia por un mes. Also, for action, it's a reason or a motive for an action. Lo hizo por su familia. And it also is the object of a search. Por ejemplo, vengo por ti a las 8. Manuel fue por su cámara digital. It also is used to indicate a means by which something is done, like by way of, by means of. Ellos viajan por la autopista. They travel by way of the highway. There's also an exchange or substitution. Por ejemplo, le di dinero por el reproductor de MP3. And also a unit of measure. José manejaba a 120 kilómetros por hora. Also, as I said, a duration of time. No, por 2 horas, por 2 días, por un año. Por is also used in several idiomatic expressions in Spanish, many of which you already know. For example, por aquí, around here. Por ejemplo, for example. Por eso, which means that's why, or therefore. Por fin, finally. And por qué, why, or I kind of think of it as for what. In contrast, para is used to indicate destination when it comes to movement. It has the meaning sort of toward and direction of. Salimos para Córdoba el sábado. We're leaving for Córdoba on Saturday. Or for time, it's more of a deadline or a specific time in the future. Él va a arreglar el carro para el viernes. O el examen es para mañana. Of course, acción, it's a purpose or a goal plus an infinitive. Juan estudia para ser mecánico. It means in order to. In order to study, para estudiar, necesitas el libro. Or in order to eat, you need food. Para comer, necesitas comida. It also can be used to signal the purpose of something plus a noun. Por ejemplo, es una llanta para el carro. It's a tire for the car. O el libro es para estudiar. It's used for studying. It can also be the recipient of something. Compré una impresora para mi hijo. It can also be used for comparison with others or an opinion. Para un joven es demasiado serio. For a young person, he's too serious. O para mí, esta lección no es difícil. For me, this lesson isn't difficult. And it also is always used in the employment of. Por ejemplo, Sara trabaja para Telecom Argentina. O yo trabajo para la universidad. Algo así. If you trabajar por, as we'll look at, it can kind of have a different meaning. So as I said, por and para can both be grammatically correct in the same sentence. However, the meaning of the sentence changes depending on which preposition is used. For example, caminé por el parque, kind of like I walked through the park. Whereas caminé para el parque has the meaning of more toward. I walked to the park, toward it. as I just mentioned with por and work, trabajó por su padre kind of means like I worked, or rather he worked instead of the father. Or if I said trabajo para, trabajo por Baylor, it's kind of like Baylor didn't work and instead I did it for them. Whereas when we just want to say for a company or something, we use the word para. Trabajó para su padre. He worked for his father's company. Trabajó para la universidad.